Yes, I did a lot of shopping during Amazon's Prime Days, and a lot of the things I bought were crafting supplies. So we're going to take a look at everything I bought, which is a lot more than what you just see here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Tracy and I love to shop for craft supplies. Some of which I need, but a lot of stuff is just what I want. So yeah, Amazon had their Prime Day sale toward the end of June, and it just caused me to go shopping on the Amazon site more so than I would have otherwise. And I don't think everything that I purchased was a Prime Day deal. It was just at a price that I felt comfortable paying. I have a lot of things in my Amazon wish list or like save for later, and I can see like the price trend. So if it has just dropped in price and was comparable to what I had paid like 6 months ago or something like that, then I go ahead and buy it, because we all know prices are going up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these. I don't have sticker books or anything like that, so the actual haul itself should be pretty straightforward and probably quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start playing with some of these things, kind of share with you how I plan on using some other things. So that way it's more of a show and tell type video. So let me go ahead and clear my desk and then we will go ahead and get started. All right, so everything is off my desk, but before I bring in the items one by one, I do want to say that I will have everything linked down in my description box. They will be Amazon affiliate links, but I have went ahead, I have found all the items, so I promise you guys I will have them linked down in the description. All right, first things first, we're going to start with the smaller items. I got a Moxie Life stencil bookmark. So this is an item that I had considered for quite a while, and I've never actually made the purchase, just because, you know, you buy something like this, you don't want to pay shipping on this, just this one item. But Moxie Life actually has items on the Amazon website. Only a few, but you know, with that, and you have Prime, you get free shipping. This is usually $14. I got it for $10. It is actually a really good quality metal bookmark. I do like some metal stencils. A lot of the plastic ones, when you're using it, sometimes your pens can get underneath there. But you can see you have like boxes and then of course check marks and things like that. So yeah, I always feel like I can use a good stencil. I use a lot of this kind of stuff in my catch-all planner and things like that. So that's the first item I got. Definitely this was something that I really did want for a long period of time. So that was not like just an add to cart type buy. This was something that I had thought about for a while. All right, now this one is an acrylic display stand. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. We will see. I thought I had some pulled out. Oh yeah, I did. I was trying to play around with this. I got some of these items a few days ago. So when I was trying to play around with this, I was like, wait a minute, this seems way too complicated, but we're going to see if it works. So I get 10 of these in here and they come in these 2 pieces. So apparently you put them like this and then you twist them into place, but they're very hard to twist into place and equally as hard to twist out of place. But the reason why I was going to get them, oh, that actually worked. I was thinking I have really pretty journals. I could, I don't know if it's enough of a, you know, lip there to do that. It does more like stand it up straight, but I could do that and like display my journal. Yeah. You know, I could put anything on it. You could put a tablet on it or whatever, and I don't know. I just thought they were cool. It's something that I've been thinking about. I have been looking at like book easels is what I started like, you know, searching, and I've been looking at them at Hobby Lobby and things like that. They're usually about $5 or $6 for one. This one, I think I paid maybe like $6 or $7 for the entire set. So yeah, we'll see how well they work. I will say the plastic feels pretty sturdy. And when I was trying to get this like untwisted, when I was playing around with it earlier, I didn't break it. So that says something. The only thing is, I think, you know, you kind of need to figure out where you want to put it before you twist it on, because it is hard to twist, you know, twist back off if you want to change it. Meaning, what is kind of like the thickness of the item that you're going to want to put on the stand. So I guess you just need to figure that out first. But we'll see. Again, it was a cheap item, and I do think it's something that I will find use for. You know, hey, you could probably put like, you know, a recipe book or something on it. All right. some other, what do we want to get into next? Well, look at these next. So over the past few days, I have been like staring at like my shelves in my room, my craft room, and I'm like, I need to do some more organization. I don't know. I don't really care what these look like. I got 2 of these. I think it was like $9 for 2. And I think it's, I don't remember how many. Does it say in the paper I just threw away? I don't remember how many pages are in here. It might be 40 or 60. I mean, 40 or, wait a minute. 30 or 40 of these little 5x7 album sheets. And then you got 2. So it came in a 2-pack. The reason why I got it is because I need some 5x7s for my Planet Derby stickers. So there we go. That's why I got them, because I have some albums that fit smaller ones that have like Martina Sticker Company stickers in. I have some other ones that have like Amy Plans things, but now I need some for Planet Derby. So I felt like this was pretty good. Is this something I probably could have picked up for like $3, maybe $4 at like Walmart or something like that? Probably, but I was already adding to cart, and these are actually really cute. It's like a linen type cover, and you know, ordering online is just so much more fun than going into the store. So yeah, I got these. I'm gonna like put them aside right here with my little book holder. Okay. Then I got this. So you're probably like, why did you get a planner, Tracy? Why did you get a Hobonichi? Okay, this is not for this year, okay? I did already look at it. This, first of all, I think it was $15, and these are regular like $46. I have been like, I got a bigger purse, so I have like a little notebook in my purse right now, and I was thinking this would be perfect for next year for like a little purse notebook / planner. Like I said, it was $15. I've never used a Hobonichi, so this is my chance to use a Hobonichi, to use something really cheap. Because this is 2026, I had to get the Japanese version because I wanted a Sunday start. A lot of the English versions was a Monday start, and because I'm using it next year, getting a Sunday start, all I have to do is change the days of the week to a Monday, and then all of the dates will match. I mean, all of the days will match up. So I really don't have to worry about doing too much redating. And then I noticed that for your daily pages, you can't even see, because it's written in Japanese, the actual day. So you can only see the date. So really, I don't really have to do any redating for this. So that is the reason why I decided to get the Japanese version. But yeah, this is, like you can see, it's the Hobonichi Techo 2026 original. So it is a daily. It doesn't have any weekly pages or anything like that. But I'm excited to try my hand at this. I think it's going to be fun. It's very compact. This is the A6 size. I want it to go as small as possible, so that way I can take it with me on the go. Right now, my notebooks that I have with me on the go are the week size. They are sterling ink, but they're week size notebooks, and they're just a little big. Yes, this is a little thick, but I don't plan on decorating this or anything like that. So yeah, you'll be seeing this in my lineup, I guess, in a way, in 2027, even though it's more like a on-the-go notebook. And I do have a cover coming for this. Thought I had it with me, but I don't. It's been delayed, but I paid like $12 for it. It's like a velvet cover, but then I also am getting with that like a free clear cover to put on top of it. So yeah, it'll be really cute in my little purse or my bigger purse. Okay, the other thing I got, this is something we might play around with, or I'll kind of go a little bit more into like a deep dive. Not really a deep dive, but I'll chat a little bit more about this at the end. I got a Stalogy 365 B6 notebook. Again, you're probably saying, Tracy, you just did a planner lineup video. You said you were happy with everything. Why are you getting another notebook? So I did have a Stalogy, or I do have a Stalogy A5. It's somewhere around here because I was playing around with pen tests, so I need to find that. Again, I see it. So I've used it before. I don't love the paper. It is that thin, crinkly paper. It's not exactly Tomoe River paper. For what I understand, like Tomoe River paper handles a lot of pens and stuff a little bit better than a Stalogy. But this was $19 and it's 365 pages. Now it's exactly 365 pages from what I understand. So it's not like I can have it. Oh, it's 368. So I could have done a title page, guys. I could have done a title page, darn it, because I have already started setting this up. So let me quickly tell you what I'm going to be using it for. I do have I made my own little pencil board. We'll get into that at the end too. This is going to be my 5-year journal. Yes. I've been doing really well with my 3-year journal. I'm a year and a half into that now. It's a prompt-based journal, and I just want a regular 5-year that I can just kind of write a daily kind of line, like a line a day with. So that's what this is for. We'll get back to this at the end because I do want to play around in that. To go along with that, because I couldn't just get that by itself, I did purchase a cover. This was $22 and this is a leather cover. It came like this, so like the bag was underneath of it. I thought this was going to be a little bit of a brighter orange than what it was, but I still think it's pretty. So it is leather and it is pretty much like a Moterm cover. It was just a lot cheaper than a Moterm, like half the price cheaper. So yeah, like I said, it was 22 bucks. I thought that was really good for a cover, and you get the dust bag with it. Yeah, I just think it's really pretty. You have the pockets and everything like that, and then this will fit perfectly in here. The reason why I like covers for certain planners like this is because like I have a place to put a pen, so I can always have a pen with it. If I want to use certain like functional stickers, I can put some of that in here as well, like the ones that I think that I'm gonna be using in here, which again we'll get to a little bit later. So yeah, that's the reason why I got this. I do have another B5 cover, but I wanted this, so there we go. And like I said, 22, I think it might have been $23, like $22.90 something. I thought it was a good price, and as of the filming of the video, it was still that price. So it was not just a Prime Day price. This one was also still cheap. Like I said, the one that I'm linking down below, as of me filming this video, which it is July the 2nd, it was still this price as well. I think everything was pretty much close to that price. Speaking of covers, I bought another cover. This one I bought first. So this one I bought before I bought the B6 notebook or anything like that. And I think this one was like $23 as well. Again, everything looks so much brighter on the website, but it's fine. Again, you get your dust bag. This is an A5 cover. Same brand, same stuff. You have your credit card pockets, which I'm not going to be using this for on the go or anything, so I probably won't use the credit card pockets. I know some people use it for decorating and stuff like that. I could use stuff in here for that, but what I was thinking is this is a really good, I mean, a cover looks really pretty, right? But it's also good for protecting things. So this is my Archer and Olive notebook. This is my commonplace journal. But see, it fits perfectly in here. And I have a little bit more room actually because I have the 2 snaps. I had that on the tightest snap. So if I do it looser, I'll even have more room. And I'm already bulking this journal up because I'm in the process of decorating it. I'm kind of on a mission to decorate it as fast as I can because it's going to be my commonplace book. Now, is this the one that's going to live in here at all times? I don't know yet, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put this one in here pretty soon, just to kind of protect the cover because it is a cloth cover, and it's light as well. So yeah, I do want to get more of these kind of covers, like when they're really cheap, to kind of use for some of my journals, because now that I'm inking, but now that I'm stamping and stuff like that, I think protecting them with the cover is probably a good idea. So yeah, we got that as well. Let me take my journal out because I'll be like searching for it I'll be searching everywhere and just forget that it's actually in the box. Okay, before I get to the pens, we'll go ahead and do the pens because the other things I'm going to show you is also like a show and tell. So I have the sterling ink. I've already been playing around in the sterling ink. And and ink pens have not been my friend when it comes to that one. Like again, I'm going to show you a walkthrough in a minute. I just kind of, for people who might not be interested in that, I just kind of want to show you what I got first, and then we'll get to that. So I do have a fountain pen. I got one that I got, I think it was Black Friday. That's not it. It was somewhere on my desk. I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere. But it's a Jane's, I got it from Jane's Agenda, so it's like a nicer fountain pen. So I do have one fountain pen, and I decided to get some disposable ones just to play around with. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of buying expensive fountain pens when I'm really not sure how I'm going to like them, because I do know that when it comes to fountain pens, you know, it also, you know, you can press down too hard. I press down very hard. If you hold your hand a certain way when you write, they might not work as good. So they might not be for me. So I didn't want to invest too much money until I actually knew. So this is the old Stalogy that I had, that is kind of like my Dear Diary journal. So you guys don't see this. I also don't use it very often, but I hope to. Let's do a quick pen test. I'm assuming I can just start writing with this, right? So these are IE disposable fountain pens. They have a very good rating on Amazon, but of course people say, you know, they're not the best. They don't have as much ink in them or things like that. But again, for me trying them out, I went pretty cheap. This one had like a clickable coupon when I got it, so it's like 14 bucks. I paid like 11 for it. They also have like all black ones, a black and blue combo and things like that. And then I got the medium. I wish I could find my other fountain pen. Is that it? No, that's not it. Here it is. Yeah, this one I think is a fine tip one. So I just inked this one up the other day. So I wanted to get something that was a little bit different. So that's why I got the medium. Plus I do like ones that write a little bit thicker. Make sure I'm in frame. All right. This is the other thing I don't love about the Stalogy, but I like the price. All right. So I think I hold it like this. All right. So, ooh. It writes really nice, guys. It writes really nice. Oh, yeah. It does do pretty well. So you're going to have ghosting on like everything. But that is really, really pretty. All right, so that's the purple. I'm going to go ahead and write them all, and then I'll show them to you guys. Ooh. Now, assuming that the Stalogies have not, like, changed their paper, because this one I bought a couple years ago. So they do smudge. I would expect that, though. You have to let them dry. I think that's true with all fountain pens. I don't know anything about fountain pens, but that is really good. That's really good. I'm going to be using these in my Stalogy 5-year. That's kind of why I got them. I'm excited about these. And like I said, you know, if you're new like me to fountain pens, I just say go cheap at first just to make sure, you know, it's something that you're going to like and that you're actually going to use, because they are expensive. Like even some of the like mainstream brands can be kind of expensive. So yeah, I just figured I'd give these a try, see how I feel about it. And then I'll start maybe going down the rabbit hole of the whole fountain pen world. Oh no, it makes me nervous, guys. It makes me nervous. I spend enough money on craft supplies. Okay. And I love pens, and I'm always on the lookout for good pens. My favorite pen right now is the Zebra Mark-On. Absolutely love it. It's great if you want to highlight and things like that right after you write. But I've heard everybody rant and rave about the Muji pens. These were a lot cheaper. These are the click ones or the retractable ones. These are 0.5. I know a lot of people like the 0.38, which are actually a little bit more expensive. I prefer 0.5. But again, I'm just like trying to test out pens. This one I think was like $17 for a pack of a pack of 10. However, you could subscribe and save and like got like 30% off or something crazy. So it was like 12 bucks, which is really good for a pack of 10 Muji pens because they're not cheap. Apparently when they first came out, they were really, really cheap. And then as they got popular, the price just started going like through the roof. But like I said, I've never written with the Muji. So we're going to try this right now. Ooh. I like the way it writes. I don't like the grip though. I don't like the way the pen feels in my hand, but I do like the way it actually writes on paper. That actually, I can feel it though. I can feel it. You know what I mean? Like you can feel it a little bit on there. It's not that bad. Let me see. How do you click it out? Okay. Where is my mark on? Because we're doing a pen test. These are my favorites. See, they have the little grippy thing. So this is, oh, I like this better. Yeah, I like the way this writes better. But actually the Muji, I mean, I was writing hard with that. This like hurt my hand a little bit. I might have to get like a little grippy thing. No, it's about the same. So it's about the same as the mark on. But I do like the way it writes. So maybe I'll have to like, you know, do they still have, you know, back in school you used to be able to put like little grippers on your pens to make them softer. Maybe I'll have to see if that's still a thing. I do like the way they write. So I will be using them. Yeah, they're not as comfortable. I like the little soft grip on my hand. Oh, yes. I guess I'm a pen princess too. All right, so that's it, I think, for all of the small items. I did buy a pack of paper. I'm going to go ahead and open this for my purposes. I mean, sticker paper. Did I get the 500? I thought I got the 300. I must have got the 500. This is the Becky ones. And I bought some of this before. I bought a 300 pack one. I don't know. It's like different listings. Like the 500 ones and then the 300 ones were different listings. I do like the paper, the color of the paper, because it's white. I don't need to take it all out. I will say, when I compared the print quality when I printed sticker sheets that I get from like online shops like Planet Darby or Martina Sticker Company, I could see a quality difference when I printed stickers on this sticker paper versus a more premium sticker paper, aka more expensive, such as online labels. Online labels definitely print it better. However, I got 500 sheets for $35. Online labels, 250 would have been like 40, I think. Yeah, I think it was like 40 or 41 or 42. That's a big price difference. So I'm like, I'm printing stickers for myself. I don't have a sticker shop or anything like that. These print good enough. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop being a little snob about my paper. This actually feels different. It feels a little bit better than the other one that I had. Let me get the one that I had that was like a little bit of an quality. This is a 500 pack. The last time I bought a 300 pack. They might be the same. The backing looks a little bit of a different color. They might be about the same. We'll see. I'll have to do like a print test to see what they look like. But like I said, as someone who is just printing stickers and clip art and things like that for herself, I just felt like I needed to get something that printed fine. And that was a little bit cheaper than, you know, online labels, which, you know, is going to produce better quality images. But if it's just stickers that we're talking about, this is fine. You know, it's a heck of a lot cheaper. And right now that is kind of my priority. So yeah, I will just quickly do like a little disclaimer here. If you're looking for sticker paper and you are someone who like prefers certain types, and if you get one that you don't love the quality, you're not going to want to use it, I would suggest getting like a 25 pack instead of like getting the 500 pack. Yes, a 25 pack will be like 12 cents a sheet versus like the 500 pack, which is like 7 cents a sheet. So it's like a lot more expensive in like the grand scheme of things. But I would always try the smaller packs first to see if it's a paper that you feel comfortable with, that you're going to like the product that comes out of it. Again, your printer is also going to make a difference with how things look. But yeah, I would definitely make sure that, you know, if you're trying to paper for the first time and you think you might be a little bit particular with it, then definitely go for the smaller packs first to try it out before you get something of a larger quality and you ended up hating it. Yeah. But yeah, I have enough that's going to last me a couple of years. Now I'm going to start moving some of this stuff off my desk. So, all right. So I got a pack of an 1.5 inch binder. Oh my gosh, these binders are so much bigger than I thought they were. I think they'll still fit on my shelf like this. I have cube shelves and they're 11 by 11 cubes. I think I got them from Target. I would always try to get 12 by 12 or even 13 by 13. You know, if you're trying to get cube shelves. But I got a 4-pack. These are Amazon basics. You get 4 different colors. It was like 11 something, so it was like 2 something a binder. And for 1.5 inch rings, that to me is probably like back to school type prices. That's why I went ahead and got them. Then I got sheet protectors. Now, I am going to tell you, it took me over 2 hours looking for sheet protectors because, hold up, sheet protectors, you can get some really flimsy ones. These are nice. You know, you can get some, look how nice they are. You can see it. It's not like bending. Like usually when you get the really thin sheet protectors, they'll just like crease up and stuff in the middle. These are nice. These are like thick. I think they said that this was 4 M's. Was it 4 M's or 4 mm's? Which is like the thickness of the plastic. So you can tell these are thick. So this is it Gold Seal? Is that the brand? I think it's Gold. Yeah, it's Gold Seal. So this is the extra heavyweight. They also had heavyweight. And from what I could tell, they didn't really say on their website, on Amazon, what size the heavyweight was. But I'm assuming the heavyweight was probably half this size. And then the regular is probably half that of the thickness. I just wanted thicker ones. So I went with the 100. I could have also gotten 200 or 250. The 100 was like $13. And then the 200 was only like $21. So yeah, more bang for your buck for the 200. But do I need 200 page protectors? I don't think so. We're going to have a show and tell right now about how I plan on using these. And then we'll go back to the Stalogy and we'll do a show and tell with that. So what I'm going to use these for. I have so many Mojo Jojo box sticker books. And she has a lot of them. Some of them are not broken down by color, like spring. I think her spring boxes, I might have 2 colors on one. That might be different. Like these are 2 colors on one, but you can kind of say that these are browns or oranges. But I think there's like pink and purple on one of them or something like that. But I want to put like all of my like reds together. I want to put all of my blues together and stuff like that. So that way I don't have to like open up the rainbow boxes and then open up the jewel tone boxes to see which ones look the best. Now, let's talk about what else I'm going to be doing. So I've already started putting some of them in some Live Love Posh sticker sheets that are actually perfect size for this. Now, these are a little wide, right? What I tested out, do I have it here? It might be in here. I was playing around with this stuff yesterday. Yeah, it's right here. So see, I have, here are the Live Love Posh ones. So like I have the yellow from Rainbow Boxes in here, and then I'll put the yellow ones from Jewel Tone behind it. If they're yellow ones, I don't know. But I tested out on this one. I had this one here. I have a food like vacuum seal. I can shorten these and then just cut it. So I have like a little bit of a hangover, but I have like a little bit of a, you know, a little edge, because I, you know, if once I seal it, I'm not going to want to like cut right there on the seal because it might come off. But I was thinking about making these a little bit smaller. I don't know yet, but that is my idea. And then I'm not exactly sure how much is going to fit in here. I mean, the rings are pretty big, but at some point, you know, they're only going to hold so much. So I'll kind of like play around and see how much is in here. But what I was thinking is I want, you know, a binder for box stickers, so that way I can pull out the binder, go through it and things like that. Yes, I know Mojo Jojo has like a smaller binder. I wish I could have a smaller binder. You know, maybe I'll figure out how to cut this down, but it's fine because it's basically here to serve a functional purpose, which is to make my life a lot easier when it comes to finding box stickers. So I'm not having to pull out 4 different sticker books to see what color red I need. The other thing is I want to put like all my quotes in a box, in a binder. And then I don't know about the other one. So I don't want to put I don't think I want to put my decorative stickers in binders, but I think when it comes to functional stickers, to me, it just works better in a binder. So I am happy with the quality of this. Like I said, the binder, I just haven't used a 3-ring binder in so long that that size just seemed a lot bigger than I thought, but it's the same size as this. It's just I'm not used to it. But because my shelf is 11 by 11, I'm gonna have to put it on my shelf like this, or like this, probably like this, instead of like upright like this. But it's fine. It's fine. But that was my idea. That's something, you know, I wanted to definitely share with you guys. Like I said, I wanted a thicker page protector, but the thin ones would be fine as well. They just might not last as long as far as like pulling things in and out. But by the time you reach the, you know, the end of the lifespan from one page protector, you probably already finished all the stickers in there as well. So you can just toss it at that point. But I wanted something a little bit more durable, so that's why I paid a little bit more for it. But I just wanted to share it because I thought it was a good idea, especially for your functional stickers, to have them all in one place. So like a binder. Okay, now let's quickly talk about my Stalogy, and I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to be using it for. So this came from like Live Love Posh. I made a little pencil board for this. I've already set it up and I did backdate it. So like I said, a 5-year journal scares me. It still does scare me, but I've been doing really well with my prompt-based 3-year journal. I'm now a 1.5 years into that. I only have 12 prompts a month that I need to do, so it's not that hard to keep up with, because realistically, I can do 12 prompts at a time if I want. I don't want to, but I can do that. So like, you know, there's really no falling behind in that one as long as I check in with it at least once a month. This one, I want to check in with it ideally every single day, but every other day will be fine. You can just fill in for 2 days. And if I skip a day, I'm fine. I'm not going to like beat myself up with it. So, you might be thinking, well, why don't you just wait and start something like this? Well, you might be thinking a few things. First, let's talk about the first thing you might be thinking. There are a lot of 5-year journals out there. There is the Hobonichi has a 5-year journal, and it's really good because you have like the day over here divided into 5 sections, and then you have a blank page over here. So you can do a little bit more memory keeping, like with photos or junk or whatever you want to do there. They're expensive, y'all. They're really expensive, like over $50 expensive. And that's a lot, especially, you know, for something that I haven't actually tried before and tried to keep up with for a long period of time, like even a year or 6 months or a month. So no, I don't think I want to go that route. Then Sterling Ink has a really nice one. Sterling Ink. Now the Hobonichi, I think they have an A6 and maybe an A5. I'm not 100% sure. Sterling Ink has one that is an A5. It's hard cover, and it's like $62. So still really, really expensive, and it doesn't go on sale. It's undated, so you date it yourself. Or I don't know, maybe it has the dates in it and it just doesn't have the years. So yeah. So needless to say, your like popular brands that are like, you know, high quality, I guess you can say, it's fairly expensive. There are other ones on the market as well. A lot of them are a lot thicker. But I started thinking to myself, I can make my own. I mean, I made my own 3-year journal. So why couldn't I make my own 5-year journal? And I decided to go with the B6 because I used the B6 recently, a B6 Archer and Olive, as my travel journal. And I really liked the size. And I think, you know, if I got an A5, it might be too intimidating. Is there enough to write about every day to fill it up? I mean, I'm not trying to write my like life stories or everything that I did that day in here, but there's still a little intimidation when there's a lot of space. But I felt like the B5 would be perfect as far as the size. Now, when I first got it, I was like, whoo, is this a little small? But I started dividing it up. I also started dating it as well. So I did divide up some of the pages. I was like skipping around a little bit. I just used a mile liner. And because I'm like using the mile liner on one side and then on the same spot on the other side, it doesn't matter. But you can tell that the mile liner did not really, it ghosted a little bit, but not that bad. But there we go, like 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So what it is it's 6 blocks each. And then you do have 2 at the top. So there was 32 squares. So what I did is I was like, okay, if I need 5, what kind of goes into, you know, what times 5 will give me 36. So that's how it's 6. But it's actually perfect because I had these little stickers. Now I did not find these. I did not search for these on Amazon. Maybe I will. I got mine from Temu years ago, like at least 2 years ago. And they just have the month and the day on it. That's it. So that's what I'm using for dating them. So I don't have to handwrite the date. It is bulking up only 3 months, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I do have that to deal with, but these are like washi stickers. So they're even thinner than regular stickers, but I like that it had the month and the day on it. So that is what I'm going to be using to date it. And like I said, dividing this into 5, into 5 spaces worked out perfectly with the date there, because it actually came down just over that 1 square. So it worked out fine. Now let's talk about the date. So I could have started this on July 1, midway point of the year, or I could have waited and started on January 1, which is what a lot of people do. I decided it's undated. I can start it whenever I want. So I decided to backdate it and start it on my birthday. Obviously, I can't remember stuff from back then. My birthday was like on a Thursday, and I was prepping for a trip, so I didn't do anything like extravagant for my birthday. So I put stickers here, and I'm going to start writing on 2027. So that's why there's only 4 boxes here. And I did that for pretty much all of these up until my vacation. Then like me and my mom got mani-pedi, so I wanted to write that, and then I wrote my vacation. And you can see I even put stickers in here. The reason why I put stickers is because as I was writing things started like coming through. So it's like, oh, I need a sticker like right here. I put the sticker here because I could kind of see. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But I put stickers there to kind of cover up some of the writing where I didn't have writing. So that is what I did. Obviously this is me back planning, but because it's like a month ago now, that's why I don't have too much in here. But I just felt like I would rather start it on my birthday. I turned the big 45 this year, so this will take me to my big 50. And that's the reason why I decided to start it for May 21st instead of like, you know, July 1 or even January 1. I hope I can stick with this. Like I said, if I miss a day, if I miss a day, I can go back the next day and write in it. However, if I miss like a week or whatever, and I can't go back and write all 5 or 7 days, that's fine. I'm not going to stress too much about it, because my thought is when I like at the end of, in 2030, when I open this up, I'll at least have some entries for that day to kind of reflect on. So I'm excited to try this. Like I said, I think what I'm going to do is just set it up like a month at a time. I haven't set up July yet because I was thinking about changing the line colors each month just to kind of, have a little fun, because even though I was able to put stickers on some of these, obviously I'm not gonna be able to have too many stickers, especially when I get down to the smaller spaces, because you see these were kind of going over up there as well. I'll probably only put stickers in instances where I really don't have anything to write or something like that. I might, like, you know, put a sticker to kind of supplement the one word or whatever. So yeah, that is my 5-year journal. I'm really excited about it. Definitely wanted to share with you guys how I plan on using this, because I think it's a good idea. And I figure someone else out there might think it's a good idea as well. Like I said, you do have to love the paper, or check that. You do have to be okay with the paper. And I do think I'm okay with the paper. Like, I mean, you can see everything through it, but it's not that bad. I did put some white out on some spots that was a little much, but it's still fine. So I put white out there because I think something came through or something there, but you can't even tell it from like afar. At least I don't think you can. So there we go, guys. That was my haul, plus a little bit of a show and tell about why I purchased some of these items and how I plan on using some of these items. I think everything I got was a win. I have no idea what my total spend was for this, because this was probably like 5 different purchases, 6 different purchases, probably 8 different purchases. Basically, I would buy one thing and then I'm like, oh, I need to check that. And plus I also bought other things that were not craft related, that were kind of boring, like adulting stuff, like, you know, stuff to like kill the poison ivy around my yard and stuff like that. So trying to compute all that, I ain't worried about it. I'd rather not know how much I spent. So there we go, guys. That is my Prime Day hauls, plus a few things that I got after Prime Days, but I still figured they were worth a share. All right, guys. So yeah, like I said, everything will be down in the description box as far as everything that you see here. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any suggestions, also let me know. All right, guys. That's all I have for now. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you have yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button as well. All right, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.